Okay, we're here with Hughey Woodring and Jason Fitzgerald of the Tom Marino campaign. And Hughey, you're actually not just with the Marino campaign, you're working with all of the Republican campaigns.
That's right.
Around here. How do you feel about the races at the moment?
I feel good, real good.
I understand you've been making quite a few calls yourself, and you've been getting good results?
Getting pretty good results, yes.
What kind of results have you been getting from Democrats? You were saying something that really surprised me.
Well, they're voting Republicans, the ones I talk to. Some of them are not, but the majority of them are.
Now, Jason, this is a big, this is a year where Republicans have done well. Are you surprised when you hear about calls going out and getting Democrats saying, we've had enough, we're going to make a change?
No, because that's what we're hearing throughout the district. I mean, we were traveling today and, as I said yesterday, out in the eastern part of the district. We were down in Union County, Northumberland County today, and talking to Democrats, independents, Republicans, and they're frustrated with the direction of the country right now. And we've got a great base of volunteer support. People like Hughey throughout the district that are getting the vote out for Republicans. It's going to be a good year. And what Tom Marino is trying to say is, you've got to get out and support your Republicans for state legislature, Republican for governor, Republican for U.S. Senate, and I think that the party's united this year, and more so than we've ever been.
Now, I understand Tom won a tough primary. Do you think that primary win in that primary fight is making him a sharper candidate?
Absolutely. And both of his opponents have endorsed him. We were with the opponent from Snyder County today. We were with the opponent from Lackawanna County yesterday.
Now, Hughey, you've seen an awful lot of political races over the years, and one of the things that Glenn Reynolds, one of the blog father, has said is don't get cocky. Is that something that you worry about, that people, because it looks like a Republican year, some people might be getting a little slack, thinking, we don't have to push?
Yes, I do.
And what would you like to say to those people, not only in this county, but all across the country, Republicans and conservatives, who are thinking, it's looking good, we can ease off a little? What do you have to say to them?
Get out and volunteer and get the word out.
Now, how long have you been doing this type of thing?
40, 50 years.
And is there any other way to win an election without working just right to the end?
No.
So there's the voice of experience telling you right now, and that's just for everybody else who's listening all over the country, checking out the blog. You want us conservatives and us Republicans to do well? You got to go out there. Take Hughey's word for it. Would Hughey's word be the word of wisdom?
Absolutely. It's who I go to for advice. It's who Tom Marino goes to for advice, and he's been involved in politics longer than I've been alive, so I'll take his word for it. But yeah, we can't take anything for granted. We need to get people out to the polls. They need to be in these centers. We're not dedicating all of our time to do this to not win. And the only poll that, we were talking about polls earlier, the only poll that counts is when they take an election.
That's why they play the games.
Yeah.
Last question, Hughey. How do you feel, very quickly, I know we've been concentrating on congressional races, how do you feel about Toomey and Corbett in terms of governor and Senate?
I really think that they're going to take it.
So there's going to be a big sweep in Pennsylvania?
I believe.
As long as we work hard. And one other thing to point out, the mainstream media was saying for a long time that Toomey's unelectable. From what I understand, you were saying that the mainstream media had just ignored this race. How is it that the national media have just gotten this so wrong?
I have no answer for that.
Do you have an answer for that?
They're just out of touch with regular people. Tom Marino's campaign was considered DOA in the second quarter when we raised $11,000. Now the third quarter we've raised more than Chris Carney, and we're doing very well. We're up in the polls and we're raising money now, and I think they just took it for granted.
All right. Well, Jason and Hughey, thank you so much for your time, and I know you came down here. You had a special to give us some of your time. It's really appreciated. And if you want to know how to win a race, next time you're down here in this area, this is the man you want to come and talk to.